Hello, YouTube. Welcome to session 6 of Shadows of Rivervale. Last time, the party was investigating the region 2 days west of Silverport, and shortly after they began to approach what appeared to be some kind of fort or camp, they were attacked out of the blue. The party found themselves under fire and chose to engage the attackers. After a deadly battle, the party dealt with the group of attackers and found themselves going through the camp, looking for info as to why they were here, why they just attacked, and they believe that they may be involved with the bodies they discovered the day before. And yeah, that's our recap. Not a whole lot happened last session. There was a lot of things you guys found. You guys also got to decide what you're doing with all the stuff. Or are you, if what's being taken, what's staying, what's. I put the list in the gold tracking, and then I also posted the link to the notes folder. So I assume you all are in the captain's tent. Okay. Would everyone have gone with you, or would they have all fanned out and investigated on their own? It's because you kicked someone's arm off, right? You took his arm off with the spell. I just imagine Keith pulling like tendons to like make the arm like wave. Okay. Well, you guys have to figure out what the encumbrance is of things to haul back if you want to. You guys can't overburden yourselves if you want to. It'll just take. Yeah. Like. You guys are just going through the camp and figuring out what you're taking and what you're not. It should be. Bruno did just post. Yeah. That's where I posted all the details of what you guys found. They're in the. They'll be in the equipment section on the PDF. The E number, yeah. So each of the items is that much encumbrance. So, no, the trade goods are probably it's a crate, so it's going to be encumbrance like probably close to 8. Um, you do not see any, but there might be information in the notes. I don't know. What are you taking? You guys can go over. So for the way encumbrance works is as long as you are at your threshold or under, there's no penalty. Once you go over, you no longer get your free maneuver, and then if you're double your encumbrance, you take an extra purple die on any checks that result in movement. I mean, let me see. Oh, I see what happened. I see what happened. You should have your traveling gear. Rob should be encumbrance 4. Are you reading? Are you reading it to everyone? Okay. Okay, so you're over your threshold? So, okay, so I was trying to. If people want to put their names next to what they're taking and how many, I'll adjust the total because you guys aren't going to take what you don't have, so we're only tracking what you're taking. Yes, each individual one has that encumbrance. Yep. Okay. I just posted a little threshold encumbrance thing. So as long as you are equal or under your threshold, you're fine. It doesn't matter. Once you exceed your threshold, you lose your free maneuver, and for every point over your threshold, you add 1 black die to all checks. Once you exceed double your threshold, you add a purple to all checks. So technically, you could keep. Well, you add a black die per point over your threshold. I did. Once you exceed, add 1 black die per point over. Clear your cookies. Okay, so the mithril leather, Keith is carrying that. Okay. Is anyone taking the steel leather armor? No. Okay. Who's taking the extra quiver bolts? No. Okay, DJ, you're taking the 2 extra quivers of arrows. Hubs has the sword. Hubs and DJ each have a longbow. Bruno's taking 2 crossbows. Todd's taking 2 crossbows, and then Keith has 1 axe. Anybody else taking anything else? There are 3 each. Yes. Yes. So 1 meat portion counts as 1 encumbrance, and then one meat portion will feed a group of 6. So right now that is considered. It drops the encumbrance down to 0 because it's under the full amount. It's just the dried, preserved meals. So, not fun food. Yeah. Okay, there are 3 encumbrance each. Yes. Okay, so that's 6 encumbrance. Okay. Is anybody else taking anything? Okay. 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 No. I'm just going to update the numbers on what you guys have. Delete things that are not being taken. Okay. So that's what you guys are ending up taking back with you. Oh, what'd you do that for? Someone put it back. Okay, there we go. And then there's also 2,200 gold that you guys find. Spread between everyone and all around the camp. So that's also 2 more encumbrance if you want to take the gold. As long as your balance is below, yeah. Oh, you didn't update it on the Google Doc sheet then. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so you guys take some time packing up the spoils. Um, Garrus was reading all the paperwork on in the command tent. Is he ready to share? Uh, you killed 15. So that's double what you just handled. Okay. So yeah, so you guys head out. Are you going to continue scouting the area? Okay. Um. So you guys have gathered up all your stuff, and as you exit out of the palisade walls that they had made, you notice that visibility is really low as fog has taken over the area. Yep. So what are we doing? You guys thinking about heading out into the fog? Make a perception check. So this, you guys are still probably within 30 minutes of the end of the fight, just so you know. It's been less than a half hour. Like you guys basically went in, raided the place, and now you're exiting back out. So like it's not even noon yet. Uh, add 2 black dice and make it a difficulty 2. No, you don't roll for straight points. You're fine. Do you want to read the note before you guys leave? Just like read the whole note for everyone, so everybody. That would be great. Oh, our yeah. Deception. Let me see here. Uh, everybody else would probably need to make a perception check versus your deception. So okay, all right. I'll go over your first perception there in a sec. Okay, so everybody who is kind of paying attention as the notes being read, if you want to try to see if anyone's reacting to anything, go ahead and roll a perception. Um, you can just add one failure and 3 threat. So those are the symbols. Hold on. So the X shape, you add one of those, and then the circle that looks like a with the 3 points to the middle, you'll add 3 of those. They're below the dice. Okay, so Vanya, you don't notice. Benedict, you might notice that Okio seems uncomfortable about something said in the letter when it's read out. You would also pick up the same Joliets. Sure, if you want to give that up. Uh, okay. Okay. So you guys all wrap up everything you're doing. Um, Keith has taken it upon himself to deal with all the bodies and move them and pile them up. Okay. So you all gather up. You all. Okay. You all gather at the gate, and you notice that the area outside is very low visibility. Jolie, you take a perception check as you step up to look out. And with your successes and your advantage, you hear things out in the fog, but you don't see anything. You hear what sounds like heavy, dull footsteps of something very large. You hear the creaking of wood, as if an old building. Someone was walking through an old building. the wind catching the roof and making it sway. Okay.
Good stuff.
That is what you notice when you are actively looking out into the fog to see if you can figure out where you're going. You can go ahead and make a lore check. Knowledge lore. Make it a difficulty 3. Do it. Yeah, you don't recall anything. You would say it sounds like the wind is catching and there's very large footsteps. Wind is catching like an old building and there's large, heavy footsteps. Is what you pick up. Yeah. It's going to hear it. It's 2 difficulty with 2 black. Perception. Um. Okay, so you guys with the triumph, you don't hear it, you don't see it, but you feel it. Something is out in the woods. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and make a lore check. Anybody who wants to do a lore check, if you did not succeed on your roll, it's a 4 difficulty. If you did succeed, then it's a 3. For this new one? Okay, okay. I'll tell you just a sec, Keith. Yes. Jolete, you can have it as at a 3, Lore. Okay. Okay, yeah, you don't know what you don't know this Shia LaBeouf that Vanya mentioned. Maybe it's something from his own folklore that he knows. You haven't heard. Okio and Keith. Yep. About a man-eater. No. You, after hearing the description and feeling like you're being watched, you remember, both Keith and you both kind of remember tales of a chicken-legged hut that wanders through the Witch Heart Swamps. And it's house to an incredibly powerful witch, which is actually the reason the swamps were named what they were. And as you recall that information, it feels right. Keith and you. Keith, you would remember the witch's name as Baba Yaga. And I think as they say that, everyone in the group would immediately understand and know, because they're incredibly, like, that name has incredible fame and meaning to it. So I think everyone would know it, but in the instant that Keith says it, you all have that realization that, oh shit, we signaled at the start of last fight. Jolete sent out a beacon with her magical blast. It'll take you to the closest thing that the magic considers a city. Yeah, that could be a thing. If it's considered if the magic considers it large enough to be a city. The sound The sound is out in front of you as you are exiting the palisade. And there's a thick fog that no one can see through. Uh, uh, Keith, you have heard tells of people who have met her, and usually they make deals with her. They hunt her down to make deals. But Baba Yaga. I never once had I denied that he was not a part of this world as a cannibal. Should we what? Well, you guys did roll for that, and then you guys continued to cast spells and stuff, so that strain is not going anywhere until you guys have had a chance to either take stamina potions uh, or take the time to sleep. Vanya, make a lore check. Difficulty 3. So Vanya, according to rumors and stories you've heard, you think it would be possible, but you don't know the cost. There was. Okay. You guys believe that if you guys did want to use those crystals, you're probably close enough that you would possibly end up back at the city. According to the map, Silverport is the closest city to you guys. Yes. And each day of travel is about 48, or 24 miles, sorry. So, 48 was where you guys, about where you guys camped last time. So, yeah. So, Keith, you used it? Okay, so Keith, uh, Benedict. Who's going next? Okay. Okay, Okio's gone. So it's Jolitz, Garrus, and Vanya. You're muted, Jolie. Yeah, you were. Okay. Okay, so it's just Garrus and Vanya left. You just gonna walk in that direction? Okay. 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 Let's have Vanya and Garrus jump over to Whispers. Okay. So Vanya, you wander out into the fog. Make a perception check. At this point, you're out in the fog. Go ahead and make it at a 2 difficulty. You hear it. It sounds like it's not too far off. Okay. It was a thing that happened. It was a randomized thing. I was like, I was trying to figure out what would have happened from that magic thing, and I was like, it totally would attract this person. Um, and so it takes probably about 10 minutes of wandering and listening. When all of a sudden the fog kind of clears a little bit, And nestled in what looks to be like a little open area of trees, you see a rundown shack. Um, and off to the side, it looks like there's very large footprints leading up to it. You've heard the tales. Yeah. You live close enough that you would know. Baba Yaga lives in a walking hut that's a lower half is like giant chicken legs. So the footprints that you see are look to be uh, chicken legs of some kind, like giant chicken footprints. But the house is currently resting on the ground. Okay. As you get to the steps, uh, an individual steps out and greets you. Goes, "Greetings, visitors." Uh, I am known as Killa. Uh, how? What brings you to my master's house? Possibly. Um, She'll be like, "So you wish to make a deal with my master? What about you, gentleman back there?" She'll be like, "Well, in order to make a deal, only one person may enter at a time." Okay. No. Yeah. Yeah. No, that won't happen. Okay. So you watch as Vanya just immediately bounds up the stairs and dips inside the hut. What are you doing? Okay. As you get to the door closes on you, and you can't go in. Uh, the individual outside will be like, "I recommend not doing that, or your friend might not come out alive." She'll roll a persuasion if you need her to. Make it a vigilance. Make it a vigilance check. You could make it at a just say difficulty 2. Um, Success. Um, as you say that, you believe what she's saying. She believes it. She believes that what she is saying is truth. Uh, so You're assuming that if you attack this house, something will happen. She warned you for a reason. I believe that. Not in my time, but I have seen the magic she weaves. I would not want to be on the receiving end of any of that magic. Well, you would probably not see him again, because any contract she would be making with him would be null and void, and the goodwill that she grants would be taken. Hostility voids any goodwill she has. I don't know the inner workings of her mind. I just know that people come with a request, and she gives them the price based on their request. Now, if they're willing to pay it, that's their prerogative. If they do not wish, then she lets them leave. But hostility is met with hostility. Peace is met with peace. I suggest you be patient and wait for your friend to return. Okay. I'm gonna have you jump back to general, and I'll flag you back if when we need you. Okay. So Vanya, you walk through the door, and you hear it slam shut behind you immediately, and you hear a scuffle outside as if Garrus was trying to get to you. The door rattles, but it doesn't open. Shortly thereafter, it stops. And you feel the quiet of the room take over you. As you look around, you see worn curtains, ripped and rotting. There's an entire table banquet of food laid out to the side. And up ahead at what appears to be a cauldron with a whole full amount of alchemy apparatuses all around. An old woman stirring the pot. As she kind of looks up at you, goes, "Ah, young one, what brings you to my domicile this day?" In a sense, yes. What is it that you wish to happen? You'll watch as she'll pick up some bones off of the table, and she'll walk over to another little table off to the side where there's a piece of leather laid out with symbols and circles drawn all over, and you'll watch as she'll cast the bones onto the leather. You'll hear them clatter and go. And you'll see her kind of just like place her hands on the table as she's staring intently at the bones. Was that you to be? Yes, that is 100%. I was not prepared to make a deal tonight, so I gotta kind of piece this together a little bit. Sorry. I did not actually think Vanya would go for this, and then after you said it, I was like, yeah, no, Vanya actually would. I was. Mm-hmm. I need to look at something here real quick. That's not it. I just am piecing together what it is that she wants, and how it will come about. Yeah. I just need to collect all the information I need, so. Okay. She'll look at the bones, be like, I think I might be able to arrange this. I require 3 things. A rune-bound shard, known as the Rune of Collection. I'll send you a list. I will need the wedding band of the deceased. And the life of your greatest friend or your most sworn enemy? Well, that sounds like a pretty sworn enemy to me. His blood will do. Um, she'll just basically she'll reach over and pull a vial and hand it over to you. Be like, fill this. Um, she'll you'll watch as she'll reach over and she'll pull what looks to be like a small stone, and she'll bring up a bone of some kind, and you'll watch as she'll begin to draw on it like a rune on it, and you'll watch as it's glowing as she does it. When she's finished, she'll hold it out to you and be like, when you have collected all three of the required items, smash this runestone, and I will be signaled, and I will find you. But I give you warning, if you wish for this, it must be done within a year. Beyond that, her soul will be beyond my reach. Within a year of today. No. That is all. No, she doesn't seem to. She's just making a deal. After that, you'll watch as she'll gather the bones up and put them back in a pouch. And she'll go back to storing her cauldron. Does your friend outside have any requests? He could come ask himself if he so chooses. Don't keep Zeltalana waiting. How is it? Did you intend it? Svetlana? Okay, sorry. Svetlana? Okay. Okay. And she'll just kind of cackle a little. Okay. I'm not good at that, sorry. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tag him. Yeah, go for it. I realized I was not in your character sheet. I thought I was for a second. I that makes sense. So that date that I gave you there is the actual date. You have to have it by. I love that it ended up on the 13th. Oh, you back? Okay. Okay. So you probably hang outside for about 10-15 minutes. Uh, the tiefling or the abyssalin who is out on the porch has taken a seat on one of the wooden chairs on the porch, and she's just kind of sitting there, just looking out into the distance. When all of a sudden you hear the door swing open, and Vanya, you step out. Okay. You guys wander for a little bit. Uh, and then you guys manage to get back to the bandit outpost. Okay. You just activate it, so yeah. It. So, but yeah, no, that would activate because it becomes a non-magical item after you activate it. So yes, it however you choose to activate it. It'll just all of a sudden your intention to activate it just intends. It begins to glow and you get flashed off. Yep. Hey, Garrus, you watch as he teleports away. Follow. Okay. let's jump back to Jeff. Yep. Okay. Okay. So you guys begin to teleport back, and you notice that when you return at the outside the city gates. Uh, no, you guys would appear within the vicinity of the front gate. They don't. It doesn't populate you on top of someone else. Like you might like fall over and like bump into each other as you teleport, but. Oh man. Okay, so you would probably appear, and they would be right there. If you really want to stumble on him, I guess you could. Okay. So Jolitz, you reappear as the last one of the group, and you all are hanging out for a minute, and a minute goes by, 2 minutes go by. At about 5 minutes, you realize, wait, why aren't they here yet? Two days. Okay, so you're venturing back into the wilderness? She's decided to walk back. So are they trying to persuade you to stay? You guys. So, Jolie, so you remember them both arguing about going last before you teleported. Okay. Uh, so, time continues. Uh, about almost an hour passes. And then all of a sudden, you guys see a flare, and Vanya appears. And you guys waited for a whole hour outside, or did you guys go in? Okay. Okay. Probably wandered around inside, or did you just do something outside? Okay. 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 And then shortly after Vanya, um, Garrus will reappear. And now you're all back together. what we can do is we can have Vanya could probably just walk off at this point, and you guys could continue this conversation later. Okay, so what? Okay, what's everyone doing again? Sorry. Okay. Okay. So let's do the little bits and pieces. So are you guys going to the guild first to report? The guild will report it to the authorities. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you go to the authorities, and what all are you turning over? Okay. They'll be like, "Oh, thank you, sir. We appreciate this. We'll see about getting together a group to go handle and investigate." Okay. Yeah. So, uh, who all went with Garrus, or did nobody follow him? Okay. So you guys, okay. So who all went to the Adventurers Guild or the Hunters Guild? I know. Is Joel Eats with? Oh, you went to go do that thing. Okay, go ahead and make a survival check at a difficulty 2. You guys are in town, by the way, just so you know. Oh man, you find an entire, like, tons of stuff. Yeah, I'll figure it. You probably find some mushrooms, some natural growing vegetation, um, probably some rabbit and some snakes. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the rest of you head to the okay. You guys get to the Hunters Guild, and you guys, so it's Okio, Benedict, and Keith. Okay, you guys approach to the desk, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are back early." And be like, "Ah, did you use your crystals?" You say Baba Yaga, and you see everybody in the entire guild hall tense up and look your way. That was a wise choice using that crystal instead of staying. Okay. Yeah, let me get my thing here opened so I can find out how much I put down for all that. You, Keith, and Benedict have made it to the guild hall and are starting to sell stuff. Okay, so selling the crystals that you guys have, um, you get 50 gold. Yep. Uh, they're not. They won't buy the equipment. You'll have to take it elsewhere. They'll sell. They'll buy the crystals. Um, yeah, I'm just updating the tracking sheet for you guys. Okay. So they'll buy the crystals for 50. You report that there was a bandit camp out there, and they had been dumping bodies, which you guys found. I'll be like, oh, that was a very good chance of attracting. And then they'll be like, you also mentioned Baba Yaga? And you're like, oh, well, glad you guys made it back alive. We appreciate the information. What was... And she's like flipping through... 200 gold for that job. Well, okay. So, so you all end up wandering. Well, Garrus would get back to the Hunters Guild, probably near the end of this conversation. And Vanya's off on their own, I'm assuming. Okay. He was just sending me what he was doing. Okay. Yeah. So you guys all gather up. And I assume you're going to go attempt to sell your stuff? Okay. Um, okay, so let's go ahead and do those rolls then. And then we'll jump back to Jolitz and Vanya after. Okay, so Keith, uh, Garrus, Benedict, and Okio. The stuff you guys have. You guys are wandering around the market district and attempting to sell your stuff. Um, so why don't we go ahead and make some sell checks, trade checks. Negotiation. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have Keith make the rolls. Okay, let's sell that steel axe first. Let's just go down the list on what you guys have with you currently. Okay, so the steel axe, its rarity is 1. So, that will be... Uh, no difficulty, just roll the dice. 3 successes. Yes. Just a second, sorry. Okay, you have on you 1, 2, 3, 4 crossbows. Yes. Currently on you 4 crossbows, so go ahead and make that check at a 2 difficulty. Yeah. 4 successes. Woo. Okay. The Mithril longsword. You guys keeping that or selling it? Okay. Go ahead and make that roll at a 2 difficulty. Okay. They'll buy it, just not for much. And then the mithril leather. Anyone keeping that, or are we selling that? Okay. Go ahead and roll for that at a difficulty of 3. There you go. Okay. Okay. I think that means just the 2 crossbows that Vanya's carrying are left. Oh, and Jolie's. Oh, did you take... How many crossbows did you take? Okay. It didn't get put on here, so I didn't see them. Sorry. Okay. No, it's fine. Gotcha. Okay. So you guys managed to get 2,062 gold for selling all that stuff so far. Okay. Okay, go ahead and put it on the bank sheet. Okay. So you guys, so Jolit, you went out to decided you wanted to go hunt around the village, the city, to see if you could find anything, and you do. You actually come back with a pretty good haul of goodies and treats. Um, so you bag it all up and head back into the city. Uh, where you'll probably run into Vanya, who's kind of prowling around the city walls, just kind of trying to stay away from the party because they're feeling frustrated. Are you gonna say something to Vanya, or are you just gonna leave him be? Okay, it's up to you. I'll let you set your own difficulty. I think it is relayed in the way he says it. Okay. Okay, guys. So, um, okay. So you guys all kind of finish up selling your stuff, and I assume you guys realize that it was Joleet's last time that got you guys your rooms at the Dragon Horde Tavern. What are you guys gonna do? No, they were rented just for a cup for the day you stayed. Yeah. Uh, yeah. It was like lunchtime. It's like lunchtime. Probably killed. You guys are probably. It's probably like one or two, maybe getting to about three now. There is a there is an actual like healers guild in town as well that you can pay for. So that is the official pricing and stuff for the healers guild. If you guys want to go to the healers guild, but yes, you guys are fine to do it yourselves. Y'all are still suffering from your strain though. To remember that for the spell. Oh, have you done a medicine on him today? Okay. It's the severity of the critical injury. The severity is the difficulty, the purple dice. Yes. So yeah, so that one is not done, and you can only do one medicine check per week on a critical injury. Per week. Yes. So you can attempt to attend the other one, yeah. No, he just failed both of them. Keith is just taking. Keith is so distracted. Yeah, he's just taking notes. Just notes. That's all he's doing. Vanya, you do have two critical injuries. I don't know if you would have gone to go deal with them. Okio, you have one. Okay, you can go ahead and remove that critical injury, Okio. Okay. It's 100 gold per critical injury. Okay. You did notice that there seems to be some interesting things that make him different from golems. The magic that flows through him almost seems like it's forming like liquid metal, like muscle and sinew and everything, which is cool and interesting. Which is why he's considered a sentient being instead of just a golem. Something about the magic of the rune stone that's embedded in his chest. And then Vanya, you're gonna go heal your two, yeah? I think. Oh yes, I see that now. Okay. Yeah. So the evening goes on, and eventually everyone shows up at the Dragon Horde Tavern. I assume that's where you guys are meeting, yeah? Uh, I don't know. So, okay, so you show up. You show up at the tavern. The waiters have come by to check, see if you need drink or food. She gonna ask? Yeah. No, not their kitchen. Well, your contract is to teach them how to cook with monster meat, right? You've got a portion of bog splitter. Well, it reduces the difficulty. So, you've cooked with it twice now, so the difficulty would just be 2 purple. Uh, and you're using all the ingredients that you got tonight, yes? To spread it out and make it a bigger portion so you could sample it out to the manager of the tavern. So basically, you're making like double the portions using the bog spitter you have. Do it. Do it. Um, nope. Unfortunately. That sucks. I'm sorry. Well, well, I guess you could. I'm trying to think. Um, yeah, not with that one. Because you flipped a coin already. You can't flip a coin to get some extra support. Sorry. I'll let you re-roll one of that blank yellow die because you got that triumph on the harvest earlier. I'll let you re-roll one yellow die. So just go ahead and roll another yellow. Success and an advantage. So you still failed, just not as bad. With 4 advantage though, they be like, they can see the potential of it, but they definitely was like, something here doesn't taste right. But you're getting somewhere. They'll be like, there's some like weird woody taste that doesn't go well with the acidic. And the cooks will be like, what is that? One of them will pick it up and sniff it and be like, that is not cinnamon. That just seems like bark. It's got a nice earthy, woody smell. And he'll like kind of like peel a little bit and like try it and be like, yeah, no, that's not cinnamon. Well, obviously, you've been using it a couple times now, it sounds like. Uh, this is just some normal old, like, bark off of a tree. That is not cinnamon. And the chef will go over and he'll pull a jar down and he'll bring out a piece of cinnamon and be like, this is cinnamon. And he holds them up together. They are very different colors and very different textures. And he'll be like, smell this one, and he'll hold the bark up to you. You'll sniff it, and then he'll hold the cinnamon and go, but smell this one. And it is very apparent that this is not cinnamon now. Okay. Um, yeah. So, uh, you feel pretty bad. You weren't able to show off a delicious, tasty meal to your benefactors, but you do manage to make a meal that's not awful but not good. Okay. Okay. So you manage to yeah. So you all make it to the evening, um, and you all get rooms. I assume. Are people getting their own rooms? Or are they doing the? Is it the double room you guys did last time, or triple room? Vanya says they're doing their own room. Um, so lodging for the night is 5 gold pieces. Yep. Okay. Per room. Jolie's gets deals, but she went off very angry and unhappy, and you haven't seen her back yet. Okay. Yeah. So you guys have a good night's rest. I think this is probably a good place to wrap up for the evening. Everybody can heal 1 wound from their threshold and recover all strain for the full night's rest. And yeah, we could do your roll for your thing, yes. Go ahead and. No, there isn't. Uh, I think it's 3, yeah. Didn't catastrophically fail this time. You have a thing? Mm. Okay. Let me see. Ooh, gear. Um, I'll allow you to roll one blue die and add it. Yeah, that's a blue die. Go ahead and just roll one blue die and we'll see what you get. Okay. You feel like you're getting closer. Like things are going. Uh you do have that 2 advantage, so on your next crafting check you can have 2 more blue die added. But we can touch base on that next session. That one. So let me wrap up the YouTube. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.